Well, joining us now is our GBNews London reporter, Alice Porter, who's there. Don't know what it it's like. Is it very busy behind you? Can't quite see at the moment. How are things going?
Hello there, good morning. I have to say it is incredibly quiet here. I'm just by, we've got the Tower of London behind me, then we've got Tower Bridge. Across the way we've got HMS Belfast, Borough Market, and just a bit further down we'd have the London Eye. And so of course this would be normally a really busy tourist hotspot, and the majority of people when they come to the UK, the first thing they do is they come to London and do a lot of sightseeing. But that is going to be really very difficult today because of the train strikes. We've got the Gatwick Express, for example, isn't running. But I've been speaking to a number of businesses that operate in London within tourism, and actually they're more concerned about the lack of domestic tourists, because they're saying that actually most foreign tourists will already be here, they'll already be staying centrally, but actually the majority of people who come and sightsee in London are coming for day trips, and that simply will be incredibly difficult to happen today. And they're saying that's really going to impact businesses, and that was very much echoed by London's Chamber of Commerce today. They're saying sadly this is really a sort of double blow, these train strikes to London. In the sort of the first way, really it means with fewer tourists coming, less people spending at a very time when London is trying to get back on its feet after COVID. And then secondly, it's a double blow in another way, because there's going to be there's a worry of a lack of foreign investment, because it will be seen as London as a less attractive city to invest in. So a lot of concerns there within sort of tourism and business, but also within hospitality as well. I mean, UK hospitality say they've expected to have a 20% drop in sales this week. So that's an enormous impact. Again, a city that's trying to very much get back on its feet after the pandemic. I'm going to be down here for a lot of this morning, and hopefully things will start to pick up, but I think it's inevitable that those train strikes will mean, with only 20% of services running, that so many people won't want to come to the capital and have a lovely day sightseeing in the heart of London, which is something that on a beautiful day, on a Saturday, most people would often be very keen to do.
I guess part of the problem with all this, Alice, is there is currently no resolution to this crisis. There is at least the possibility that these strikes could continue, maybe not next week, but certainly over the next few weeks there could be even more action.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we add to that the news that we've recently had about BA going on strike. And again, how is that this all has a knock-on effect, because if those flights aren't going to be coming in, or people don't have the confidence to get flights in and out of London, that whittles it all the way down to the sort of restaurants and bars that are all alongside me here, the museums, because you've got less people who feel confident coming. And I think that's going to be a real concern for a lot of people, that the RMT union debate that we've been seeing and the strikes that have been happening is just one of many other. We also haven't had a resolution to strikes on the London Underground. Now we have the BA strikes as well. None of this has been resolved, and all of that could be very, very damaging to London, which is trying to get back on its feet after a very, very difficult couple of years with very few tourists coming into the city.
It's what, 9 minutes past 8 on a Saturday morning, and I can't get over how quiet the scene is behind you. I was thinking it's almost like, in the pandemic, when the city was sort of, empty. I can't see any movement behind you at all.
It really is. We'll show you. We'll show you, Anne. If you just pan down so you can just see how empty it is. I mean, it's lovely to be in, I have to say. And look, it's still quite early, but there's absolutely nothing. And I've been here before at this time at the weekends, and normally it's quite busy now. You'd have people sort of queuing up to go to the Tower of London, wanting to be the first ones there, perhaps going over to Borough Market to get some brunch. This normally would be quite thriving, but I think a lot of people are simply staying at home today.